Asus recently launched their Zenfone 3 series in India with Zenfone 3, Zenfone 3 Ultra and Zenfone 3 Deluxe as one of the premium segments, and Zenfone 3 Laser is another step in the same direction. So in this video, we are going to review the device and talk about its features and then come to a verdict if it has the potential to be your next smartphone. So what are we waiting for? Let's start and have a look. So first of all, we'll talk about the design of the Zenfone 3 Laser. Now you get a 5.5-inch screen, but still the body to screen ratio is quite good, which is 78%, and therefore you can hold and operate it using a single hand. Now the device's edges are chamfered, but it's a bit slippery, therefore you might want to invest in a back case. Talking about the back design, it's similar to what we have seen in other smartphones, other budget smartphone I must say, like the Redmi Note 3, the Coolpad Note 5. You get a 13-megapixel camera, dual-tone LED flash, laser autofocus by the way, which gives the device its name, and a fingerprint sensor which is neatly crafted. At the bottom you get the Asus branding, and the top and bottom antenna lines are also present. At the front you get a full glass finish with an 8-megapixel selfie camera, some sensors, the earpiece, and at the bottom you get non-backlit capacitive buttons. Now let me tell you very frankly, Asus, it's high time. You should start giving backlit buttons on your devices, and at this price range, it's not at all acceptable. Now talking about the display, you get a 5.5-inch Full HD display with 400 ppi. Therefore, you get a good color reproduction on the screen. Now talking about the screen, it's a fingerprint magnet, and just 5 to 10 minutes of usage is enough to give you fingerprint smudges on the device. The sunlight legibility is just an average, and what I believe is it could have been improved. Now talking about the viewing angles, while watching videos or playing games, I had no issues at all, and in fact the OS features which give you the option to choose from Splendid or the blue light filter is an edge above the rest. Now talking about the performance, you get the Snapdragon 430 Octa-Core processor with Adreno 543 GPU. This SoC is quite powerful in the budget segment, and we have seen this configuration in the Redmi 3S Prime, which is priced at just Rs 9,000. Now when it comes to RAM, the device has a 4 GB of RAM with 32 GB of internal storage, and therefore it was able to take on most of the games out there. However, there was some stutter and lags in the high-end games, and therefore you can play it in the low resolution without any issues. Now talking about multitasking, with 4 GB of RAM, you can work on a lot of apps at the same time without losing your data. However, the only downside on this device from what I believe is that they could have provided a bit premium segment of SoC like the Snapdragon 650 at least, which you get on the Redmi Note 3 at just 13,000 rupees. Now talking about the OS, you get Android 6.0.1 out of the box, which comes with a lot of Zen UI features. Now we have already talked about all those features like the parallax effect, the Zen motion in our previous video of the Zenfone 3 review, and you can click on the card that you see on the top right hand side to watch the review and find out more about the Zenfone 3 OS. Now talking about the camera, you get a 13-megapixel camera at the back with f2.0 aperture and an 8-megapixel selfie shooter with the same aperture. Now the camera interface comes with a lot of features like HDR Pro, low light mode, the super resolution mode, which are quite handy when you are shooting your photos. The photos that are shot from the device are good. However, just like the Asus Zenfone 3, here also you will see a lot of overprocessing. The HDR Pro mode will give you sharp photos, but there also you will see overprocessing, and therefore the sharpness will be on the higher side. The low light mode, however, is amazing. This Diwali I shot a couple of photos, and all of those photos came out excellent. Now coming to the USP of the device, the laser. The laser autofocus is blazing fast, and it focuses on the subject in just a fraction of seconds. So overall, the camera is good. However, a few updates in the future about the oversaturation and sharpened photos could be improved using OTAs. Now talking about the battery, you get a 3000 mAh non-removable one, and it is enough to last an entire day. The software optimization is pretty good, and from what I believe, on a dual SIM with VoLTE enabled, it easily lasts one full day. The screen on time that I got was around 5 to 5.5 hours, which is good enough on a 3000 mAh battery. Overall call quality, I had no issues at all. I've used the device with Reliance Jio and Airtel as my primary driver, and there were no call drops or network failures. Now talking about the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, everything worked top notch. So yes, when it comes to all these factors, I had no issues whatsoever. Now talking about the price, that brings me to the conclusion. Is this device worth the money at 20,000 bucks? And I would definitely say no. Come on, with Redmi 3S price specifications and the Redmi Note 3 camera quality, it's no way worth 20,000 bucks. Now for 13,000 or even 15,000, I can recommend you this phone. However, 20,000 is a bit too much to ask for this specification and this build quality. So friends, that was our review for the Zenfone 3 Laser, and now you know if this device has the potential to be your next smartphone. Now do let us know your thoughts about the device in our comment section, and if you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel, because as you can see, the quality of our work is top notch and we always strive to give you the best videos out there when it comes to tech. So friends, with that in mind, I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Now the camera interface comes with a lot of features like HD. Pro mode gives good photos, but then